So Intel has just announced something pretty big at their FMX in Germany, that their Xe GPU architecture will support hardware acceleration of ray tracing. See, this is a pretty big deal because it puts this architecture on par with Turing as far as DXR goes and makes it a far superior to solutions that rely on software or GPU acceleration like the Pascal series does. Ray tracing is a bleeding edge technology right now, and while it's pretty much in its infancy for the consumer market, it has pretty huge implications over in the data center segment as of now. Ray tracing has deep researching implications in the data center market, and ray tracing for big budget movies like Pixar films is done traditionally on CPUs because they are 100% accurate. Unfortunately, however, there are also orders of magnitude slower. If a GPU solution exists that can offer a high level of accuracy, preferably around 100%, at a GPU level of speed, then this would quickly revolutionize the market. And if you want to see the full details on what was discussed at the announcement, follow the link down in the description below. But for now, Intel has also talked about rendering performance of its processors at FMX, but that is something that is just an iterative improvement and is not something as revolutionary as the Xe data center GPU with hardware acceleration for ray tracing. Now that the company was talking about Pixar and the likes, we're definitely going to assume the ray tracing implementation features a very high and close to 100% rate of accuracy. Now, we cannot imagine that it is 100%, because if that were the case, the CPU rendering industry would be completely and irrevocably disrupted as soon as the first Xe GPU lands. As close to 100% ray tracing accuracy would allow budget filmmakers and significantly lower the threshold for high quality animations in the film industry. In fact, the average layman would probably find it impossible to tell the difference between a CPU and a GPU ray traced image. Needless to say, this is very exciting stuff, and we can definitely expect this technology to be a part of the consumer lineup of GPUs as well, whenever they land in 2020. Hey, that's next year. That's not too bad. Intel goes on to discuss their partnerships and what all that means for the industry like before. It's all definitely down in that link below. But the purpose of this news was to discuss the hardware-based ray tracing features and what that would mean for Intel's Xe GPUs. Ray tracing features have been heavily criticized in video gaming because of the insane performance penalty, and that has only been exemplified by NVIDIA opening the DXR support up to their Pascal and Turing-based GTX series cards. Well, GTX 1066GB and up, to be a little bit more specific. Even talks of Navi supporting ray tracing show that this really is the direction that the gaming industry will be going. Now, whether that's a hybrid ray tracing solution like what we're starting to see right now as a stand-in until full-blown ray tracing can take its place is yet to be determined. But the future seems pretty bright for the tech. So let us know what you think about all of these vendors getting on board with ray tracing. Still too gimmicky, or do you see this really being a good thing for gamers? Either way, let us know down in the comment section below. This has been Keith with WCCF Tech TV. Thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.